I think it is a very real possibility that when 5th generation aircraft arrive, you're going to take the F-35 over the F-22. So if you guys are not too familiar, the F-35 is the most produced and, up until recently, the only exported 5th generation fighter. It is used by pretty much every NATO country, and it's operated in large numbers by, several nations. So in War Thunder, it's going to obviously be the most used and most played 5th gen. You're going to see Israel, the US, Japan, Germany, all these nations and more are all going to be getting the F-35. Whereas in only America and Russia and then China are going to get more independent aircraft like the F-22, Su-57, J-20, and etc. And I genuinely do think that players might opt to take the F-35 over the F-22 for a couple of reasons. One, I think it's very hard to actually think Gaijin's going to model the F-22 to be better than the F-35, given the fact that the F-35 will be used by every player base, whereas in the F-22 will only be used by the US players. On top of that, the F-35 is way more modern than the F-22. Keep in mind, the F-22 program was started back in the 80s. The F-35 program, yes, it did start in the late 90s, but the F-35 program itself really is more super early 2000s technology, and it has so many upgrades now because it had so many delays, that realistically speaking, it's mostly 2010s, 2015, and 2020s technology. Keep in mind, the F-22 Raptor didn't even get access to the AIM-9X or an HMD system until the 2020s. And honestly, on top of all of that, the F-35, in my opinion, is just a way more technological advanced aircraft. Yes, supposedly the F-20, or not supposedly, but the F-22 Raptor's radar is better suited for air-to-air combat, but it lacks capabilities that the F-35's radar carries. And if Gaijin wants to add electronic countermeasures, jamming, electronic warfare, the F-22 is going to suffer against the F-35, because keep in mind, the F-35 is the most electronic, fitted aircraft, electronic suit-fitted warfare aircraft outside of the EA-18 Growler. So this means it's going to have miles ahead in technology compared to the Raptor and even other aircraft. Now, realistically speaking, I think what Gaijin is going to do is they're going to make the F-35 probably the best 5th gen. Because it's used by the most amount of players in the player base, it's going to probably be the most dependent, or not most dependent, but, the best suited, rather it be modern weapons, or how they model the radar, or what they end up doing stealth-wise, if they give it jamming capabilities, etc. I think they'll then make it the Su-57 the next best, given the fact that Russia will only have one 5th generation platform, and that will be the Su-57. Then they'll probably make the F-22 and J-20 be really good, but not necessarily as good as the F-35. China should get access to an F-35 through Subtree, so they'll have, obviously, and then obviously all of their other 5th and 6th generation platforms that'll arrive. And then all of the US players will also have access to the F-22 and the F-35. Now, this does beg to question why you would take an F-35 over an F-22 in terms of, minus the electronic stuff I was saying. It depends. If Gaijin wants to model, independently without the stealth and electronics, you might just take an F-35 because it can carry more weapons. And that just is going to depend on what players think. Anyways, let me know your thoughts down below, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.